Hi everyone, welcome to this other webinar by Deployment Matters. My name is Vincent van Beuskom and I'm a managing partner at Deployment Matters. And one of these elements to be successful is to create awareness for technologies. And that's why we host webinars like the one today. The subject of today's webinar will be on water treatment technologies. And for that reason, we have invited two of the suppliers that are present in our technology catalog, Harry Polman from H2O Biofouling Solutions and Herre Ros van Tonningen from Soltec, to present their technology in a bit more detail to you today. Let me start by giving you a very brief introduction of our technology catalog. So the technology catalog was launched in the summer of last year to help provide more visibility for technologies in the energy industry that are already available on the market. And the way that we've done this is to provide this web platform and show in a number of modules around specific topics relevant for the industry, the technologies that are available today. One of these topics is utilities, as you can see in this module, which we split up in power and water for the time being. The two technologies that we'll be discussing today are water treatment technologies that are shown in this module. And we would like to start with the Ecodosing technology by H2O Biofouling Solutions. And for that reason, I would like to hand over now to Harry Polman to tell you more about their technology.
Thank you, Vincent. My name is Harry Polman, heading the company H2O Biofouling Solutions, and been working in the field of biofouling control in the past 25 years. Build up experience globally at all different continents. I think first, Vincent, we're going to show the video of the technology.
Yes.
Industries use huge volumes of surface water to cool machinery or make potable water. But when they draw water into their cooling systems, biological organisms come along for the ride. The conditions inside these systems are favorable for animals like mussels, oysters, and bacteria to settle and grow. The settlement and growth is called biofouling. It can significantly affect a facility's operational reliability or cause an unplanned shutdown, costing millions. To prevent biofouling, chemicals called biocides are applied to the water intake. Normally, biocide dosages are based on previous experience or standard values with no scientific basis. The lack of precision around dosing increases biocides' environmental impact. It also increases a company's chemical costs. H2O Biofouling Solutions has developed a more environmentally friendly and economical method to control biofouling. We call it Ecodosing. After more than 20 years of experience and dozens of installations worldwide, we've found Ecodosing to be highly effective. It reduces CapEx by 10 to 30% and OPEX by 30 to 60%. It can reduce environmental impact by up to 50%. Larger plants can save tens of millions of dollars. When a biofouling organism is exposed to a biocide, it normally closes up and waits until the dosing stops. As a result, it uses minimal energy. It can stay closed for up to 10 weeks. During this period, the organism tastes the water now and then to check if the biocide is still present. After the dosing stops, the animal opens up again and resumes feeding. However, continuous application of biocide has a hefty environmental impact. It's also very costly since most of the biocide is wasted. Ecodosing is different. To calculate the optimal required dosage, Ecodosing analyzes the natural response of organisms to biocides. The Ecodosing method forces the animals to become highly active. This exhausts them, allowing the biocide to work. This allows biofouling to be cleared from the cooling system more quickly and efficiently. We do more than just calculate optimal required biocide dosages. We can also install or modify the hardware needed to implement the method. Ecodosing is the first comprehensive solution for combating biofouling issues in once-through and cooling service water systems. Ecodosing is not restricted to sodium hypochlorite. The method works with all other biocide products. Does your company want to cut costs, maintain the efficiency of its water cooling system, contribute to environmental sustainability? Of course you do. So call or email us to learn more about Ecodosing. You can also visit us at www.h2obfs.com.
Okay, this was the animation about the technology Ecodosing, the technical background. It's important to mention that Ecodosing is a technology which is at the moment a proven technology for more than 20 years and implemented globally. It's accepted as a proven technology by Shell Global. It's accepted and acknowledged as a best available technology in the IPPC BREF document within the EU. And we installed the installation of the technology also, for example, in plants in the Middle East. The impact of biofouling can be quite severe. Biofouling has a large impact on the operational reliability and the uptime of a facility. Head loss can be caused by marine shells growing in intake pipes. Leakages due to corrosion can be caused due to biofilms. The approach we use with Ecodosing is not just adding a biocide according standard procedures to a seawater or to a cooling water system, but is based on, you can go to the next, Vincent, sorry. It's based on specific conditions of the system itself. So taking these specific conditions and characteristics into account, you can come up with a tailored approach, which is the best available technology. Taking into account the design of the system, the species which can cause the local specific fouling, water quality and seasonal effects, but also the restrictions in respect to discharge permit and specific restrictions on the utility itself. Yep. Now I'm going to show you 3 examples of projects we installed in the past. This is the Uniper Maasvlakte power plant in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. It's a seawater cooled system. The technology was implemented at Maasvlakte power plant in 1998. Before 1998, they used hypochlorite and a continuous dosing throughout the season to control marine biofouling. We switched the technology to Ecodosing in 1998, and that meant we reduced the amount of chlorine dosed at the seawater intake with more than 50%. The effect using half the amount of chlorine is shown in the pictures. You can see the pictures from 1999 onwards are spotless clean systems. And the reason for this is that continuous dosing has proven not to be efficient, not as efficient as an Ecodosing, a low intermittent dosing regime, based on the reactional behavior of the local biofouling species. Next. Another implementation we did was at Dow Chemicals in the Netherlands. The facility faced heat exchanger tube leakages caused by mussel fouling. Mussels got stuck in heat exchanger tubes and caused erosion corrosion. Dow Chemicals also had a continuous chlorination in their system. We switched it to the Ecodosing regime, and the effect was far more efficient. It resulted for Dow Chemicals in a reduction of leakages caused by mussel fouling to 0. So the savings were significant. They didn't have any unwanted outages anymore, based on, of course, by marine biofouling species. Next. An oil and gas installation at Catalogue LNG in Ras Laffan, Qatar. Catalogue used hypochlorite 12 months a year, continuous dosing. They were challenged by the Ministry of Environment in Qatar to reduce the amount of chlorine in their cooling water system. The discharge limit went from 0.2 to 0.05 milligrams per liter, which was a big challenge for Catalogue because even with the discharge of 0.2 milligrams per liter, they still found shells in their system, which meant the dosing was not efficient enough. We changed the dosing regime. We reduced the amount of hypochlorite dosing with 56%, so more than half of the amount. And as you see on the pictures on the right, the system became far more clean. The effect increased of hypochlorite dosing while you reduce the amount of hypochlorite dosing at the intake. This resulted in high cost benefits for Catalogue, but more important, a compliance to the more strict dosing limits. In Qatar at the moment, also the Ecodosing technology is an accepted methodology for and a proven technology for the Ministry of Environment. To create an effective biofouling monitoring control, it starts with understanding the local specific requirements and problems, implementing an effective dosing regime, but it's also highly important to do monitoring, to monitor the effect and to be able to get real-time insight in the efficiency of the applied treatment. As H2O Biofouling Monitoring, Biofouling Solutions, we provide monitoring services. We also have mobile test facilities for different types of applications. Also for once through cooling water systems, but also to mimic more, for example, open recirculation cooling water systems with cooling towers. We got the test utilities and we can do tests at site. Thank you for this short introduction, and I look forward to hear any questions.
Yeah, maybe just for just a practical piece here. If you have any questions for Harry, you can just type them in the chat functionality on the right, and then I'm sure Harry will be happy to address your question.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe while we wait, I was joined here in the room by Willem de Waard from Barop Oil and Gas. Willem is a separation expert. Maybe Willem, you would like to kick off already the Q&A with a question for Harry?
Yeah, one question I was having, Harry. Your treatment systems, they are related specifically to, say, water intake from surface water, or do they also, or are they also effective in closed system?
Basically, the technologies are based for cooling water systems using surface water, so once through or open recirculation systems, because that's the system where you generally have problems with biofouling. Closed loop cooling water systems can have biofouling issues resulting in MIC, for example, but that's generally caused due to the introduction of bacteria in the system. So that means the closed loop is not 100% a closed system.
Yes, in certain oil and gas facilities, you would need sometimes, or quite frequently, see that operators are injecting different sets of anti-biofouling agents downstream of the oil and gas production facility in the produced water stream, especially before it goes to further treatment or even for re-injection into aquifers for disposal.
Yes, that's correct. And I mean the introduction of biocides or chemicals to a water system that can have an effect also on the potentially available bacteria. I mean, you can stimulate growth by changing the water composition, which could result in an effect like MIC and biofilms.
All right, thank you very much, Harry.
Thank you.
Any other questions from those of you that are online? I don't see a question yet in the chat box, but perhaps you can basically check on your past experience if you're from an operating company, if you've had issues with reliability of your cooling water systems. No doubt you may have specific questions for Harry that you want to ask.